Hi there, my name's Glenn and thank you very much for arriving here on my website. Please allow me to have 5 minutes of your time to explain to you an opportunity that I think you should find interesting. If, like me, you're absolutely fascinated and you love dogs, then this could be just what you're looking for. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about my story. I was fortunate enough 10 years ago to be invited out to LA by the man himself, Mr. Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. An absolutely fantastic opportunity for me, and I still appreciate it to this day because it absolutely launched my beginning, my career as a dog behaviourist. Like most of you who've seen Cesar on the Dog Whisperer episodes, you might have dreamed like I did of having this magic touch to be able to go out there and visit people and meet their dogs and solve all their problems and create a happy ending. Well, it does happen. I can honestly say it does happen. But there is work that has to go into it. You have to actually learn what you're doing first, which is why I wanted to chat with you today, because this might be the opportunity you're looking for. When I arrived back in the UK after visiting Cesar in California, the first thing that was evident to me was I needed some hands-on work experience. So I set myself the challenge of seeing 200 dogs in 3 months, and I did actually achieve that. I did see the 200. What surprised me most was that I had a 98% success rate. Now, bearing in mind this is the beginning of my career and all I had to really work with was what had been taught to me, that was quite impressive even to me, because I was kind of surprised. But it just proved that I had learnt the information from the best people, and I was relaying that to the job in hand. So it's something that kind of set me up. I already had the theory, I had the practical application and the demonstration. All I needed really was the hands-on experience. So I'm only mentioning that because as things progressed and my results were kind of speaking for themselves, there were obviously people out there who said to me, can I teach them what I do? The same as Cesar taught me. And that developed then into me putting on live courses in the classroom for the theory and outside for the practical. And there was on-job training where people had come out with me on the road, and it was a really good sort of course that I created for people that just wanted to find out what it was all about. But of course, then the worst happened. COVID come along, and anyone who's done any live events or face-to-face kind of teaching knows that absolutely ruined things. And that kind of just really left anybody who wanted to learn about dogs had to go online. So I kind of had a look online and see what there was on offer. And one thing was the prices varied quite a bit. The one thing that was quite common was it was really based around like basic training for dogs. It was the sort of trick and treat, the reward and positive training kind of thing, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. But if you are actually looking to be a dog psychologist yourself, you really need to learn from somebody who's out there doing that kind of work. And the problem also with the online courses that I noticed was they weren't very supportive. It was kind of DIY, do it yourself. Yes, you'd buy the course and you do the modules and you learn week by week, month by month or whatever. But if you had a problem, it was send an email and wait 3 days, hopefully you get a reply, which isn't really good enough, because you really need to have somebody there to help you and hold your hand all the way through. This is why I've spent the last year now designing what I call the coaching course. It's like a dog whisperer coaching course. And I call it that because I believe the most important element in the whole thing is that you can reach out and somebody is there straight away. And it's not an email and it's not a phone call. It's something like a Zoom call or maybe a FaceTime, because you need to have a face-to-face. You need to be able to ask your questions and get the answer explained clearly and have a conversation, not just a quick email that tells you to go back to your kind of courses and modules. That's not what you need. So, as I say, for the last year, I've been developing my coaching course, and for a typical example of what you might expect is there are 8 theory modules, and after each module, which should take you about an hour to go through. After that, there's a little quiz, and the quiz really is only there just to kind of make sure that you understand the fundamentals. It's just a basic, simple little quiz. But after the quiz, what I do then is I phone you, or rather I Zoom call you absolutely personally. So every student on every module gets a personal Zoom call from me, so that we can have time alone to really get all the information out and analyze it properly and break it down, so that I know that you absolutely understand everything and the importance of it and the relevance of it. Because theory is great, you need to know all the details, you need to know all the information, but you also need to explain, you need it explained why it's important. Anyway, after the 8 modules, there's what I call the practical, which is video demonstrations from me and live Zoom calls with you while you're working with a dog, so that we can get as near to a live event as possible. I need to be able to see you working with a dog, so that we can work it together and we're both on the same page, and you think like I think, you do what I do, and you get the same results, which is the whole point of it. Then I would suggest that my students do what I did. Look around for as many dogs that you can work with as possible. Do people favors, do it cheap, just cover your fuel costs or whatever you need to do to get out there and see as many dogs as possible, because there's so many variations and there's so many variables that you need to kind of take on board, and you can only do that literally meeting dogs. There's no books that are ever going to teach you that. Even if I explained it all to you, it's not the same as you actually being there. So my suggestion would be that you go out and do about 100 dogs. However long that takes, it might be a few weeks, it might be a couple of months, whatever. But the point is that you need that element. Again, I will be there with you, hand in hand. Anything you need to ask me, you've only got to just let me know, and we'll have another Zoom call. I really want to be there supporting every step of the way, for the simple reason that I want people to represent me and my coaching course in the best way possible. All your aspirations and dreams, my responsibility to help you. The way you behave and the way you help dogs pays me back. That's what I need. I need to know that people are out there representing me in an admirable way. My name, my business, my reputation. This isn't just sell somebody a course and forget about them. No, we're going to be attached. We're going to be working together. And by the time you've finished your, what I call case studies, you're out on the road and you're doing some work, we will then find out what you need next. It'll be a little conversation between you and me. We'll come to an agreement on what you need, and then it all finalizes with an exam. The exam will be part written and part video, but the point is that I need to know that people out there haven't just got a little bit of paper they've printed off as part of a course. They've actually got something that says that they've got a qualification that is based on results, based on being a good dog behaviourist. The pieces of paper are great, they look great on your wall, but at the end of the day, it's results that matter. I've never had a dog yet ask me to show them a piece of paper. All that matters to a dog is, are you good at what you do? So you might find it surprising that, unlike a lot of the courses out there, I'm not going to be selling it at $200 just so that I can sell 1,000 of them and I can put my feet up and go, away, that was really good, got a good income there. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offer this to 25 people this year. 2021, there's only 25 people that I'd like to work with, and they've got to be the right type of people. They've got to think like I do, they've got to have the same intentions as me, they've got to be willing to work hard and be the best of the best. I don't want just to sell a course. I want to create dog psychologists and behaviourists that will have a career and earn money and be the go-to person when someone's got a problem. Let all the others do the basic dog training. If you want to take this seriously, and if you want to deal with psychological, emotional problems that dogs have that create symptoms that are kind of antisocial, and people just can't handle the dog, they can't work out the problem, then you really need to be on my team, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We specialize in the jobs that everyone else is kind of worried about. They don't necessarily want to take these jobs on. We do. We are the SAS of dog trainers, get it that way. So if you feel this is for you, and it's entirely your choice, and if you feel that you could be one of those 25 people, I'd like to hear from you. Please just put your details down below in the box, because all I would like to do at this point is get in touch with you for a Zoom. I'd like to have a chat with you and find out all about your life, what your situation is, whether you're trying to change your career to work with dogs, whether you're unemployed, whether COVID has kind of killed your career and now's the opportunity to try something new. Whatever it is, I want to know about you personally. I don't want to book you on a course. I don't want to ask you for any money. This is not where we're at. What we're doing at the moment is finding out if you appreciate what I can teach you, and I can appreciate that you are the right type of person for the job. So yeah, what else can I say really, apart from, if your heart's in the right place and you really do want to work with dogs, and you are serious about having a proper career, not just you know, this isn't playing at it, this is the serious end of it, then I want to hear from you, because if we get on well together, if you don't mind working with me and I don't mind working with you, then we should be able to make something special happen. And let's start at the beginning. The beginning for you is pop your details down below. I'll get in touch with you. We'll have a Zoom and we'll see what happens after that. There's nothing really to think further than that. Just let's have a chat and a meeting. And if we want to go forward together, then we'll go forward together. But I can promise you that I will make sure that I give you everything I can. Even the 1,000 people that I've put through my courses on the live events, I'm still in touch with them. They can call me anytime. They can ask me any questions. I'm completely transparent. They know I'm dead honest. You know, in fact, I'm probably a bit too honest, because I do say it as it is. But you know, if you feel that's okay, if you feel that's a quality that you don't mind, then please get in touch. Let's take it one step at a time, and let's move it forward towards, hopefully, everything you've ever wanted. That's what matters to me. Happy people, happy dogs, happy customers. Everyone's got a job, everyone's earning some money, and most of all is that we can turn an upsetting situation into a happy ending. That's what we really want. So I'm going to leave it with you now. Thank you for your time, and I will hopefully see you on a Zoom very soon, and we can see how things go from there. So thank you very much. Take it easy.